Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. Well, I have some very big news for you all. Coinbase is getting sued, apparently, over unlisted or unregistered securities on their platform. This is kind of a BS lawsuit like the one that Ripple received from an individual years ago, but I want to share the details. And, what could this prompt the SEC to do? And even just other exchanges. So I want to break down some thoughts around this. We also have Elizabeth Warren going nuts. She put out a bill today. Of course, it's draconian. And then she was questioning some folks at Chainalysis about Russia evading sanctions with crypto. And of course, we know this theory has been debunked, but she's still trying to push her propaganda. So I want to play a clip for you. In addition, Ripple is committing 1 billion XRP towards XRPL grants. This is pretty bullish. Remember, it's getting people to build on the XRP ledger, so it is good for adoption and the value of XRP long term. And I also want to talk about Binance and Brazil. CZ has been meeting with the mayors of different cities in Brazil. So is Binance about to do something big down there? We just see all these exchanges are making big moves, expanding globally. So that and lots more, my friends, I want to break down for you guys. Before we get there, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're listening on a podcast site, please give me a 5-star rating. Guys, earlier today, I uploaded my interview with Greg Dickerson, who has a great perspective on the markets, on crypto, real estate, and stocks. So be sure to check out my interview with him. We talk about the Fed's interest rate hike and what that means for different markets. Now, quick word from our sponsor, and that is TaxBit, which is the leading tax service provider in the crypto industry. This is a service I personally use. I've been using it for years. It makes my life so easy with calculating my crypto gains and losses. I simply connect my crypto exchanges. It pulls the data out, spits out the forms, and I give it to my accountant. It makes it so easy, and it's a really great platform, easy to use. So I highly recommend it. I'm using them again, of course, for doing my taxes this season. So if you'd like to learn more, check out the link in the description. Let's look at the market list here. Bitcoin currently at $40,477. Obviously, yesterday we saw a bit of a small rally upwards where Bitcoin was over $41,000. So the weekly chart, there's a really nice green candle forming here. Let's see if this continues. There is some bullish factors I want to share with you guys. And first is that the Bitcoin weekly MACD bull cross is looming. So this could be good for the price with a move upwards. Also, we're seeing some mainstream media articles that are turning very bearish. So, theoretically or historically, we have done the opposite of this because this is information for the masses, not for people who understand crypto and how market cycles work. So Reuters put out a article here titled "Be Ready to Lose All Your Money in Crypto, EU Regulators Warn." Now, for someone like myself who's been in the market so long, I've seen these things. I don't pay attention to them in a sense that I take advice from them, but rather I use them as signals. Are they a bullish or bearish narrative, right? If you study market sentiments, if mainstream media is very bullish, that is time that you need to be looking into taking profits and looking that we be nearing a top, whether it be a local top or a blow off top. When they turn very bearish, that is something that you want to do the opposite of, and that is okay. The price might be going up. This is kind of a narrative. They're shaking out the weak hands and so forth. So I see this as a bullish signal. And here's another bullish signal. Nancy Pelosi says they need more money for COVID relief. What does that mean? Money printer go burr. They're going to print more money. And we've seen this story already. We know what it will do to asset prices. So once again, we're seeing different narratives being laid here. And despite what the Fed said, they're going to reduce their balance sheet and so forth, I think they're still going to print money, especially with some of the COVID situation still looming. Also, the Russia-Ukraine situation, inflation, and so forth. We'll see what they do, but you can see what's happening here. Narratives being laid, and the money printing will, result in Obviously more inflation, but asset prices going up. Now, this is some bullish news. New York City Mayor Eric Adams to create a crypto educational platform for young people. It's amazing what is happening with people in government, whether it be federal or local. They are jumping in, whether they're supporting crypto, publicly. They're putting out bills. They're creating all kinds of programs like this. Guys, the future is bright, and we just got to be patient. All the all the puzzle pieces are coming together here, both from the major institutional investors, the government, and this is happening worldwide. So very exciting times. Now, not so exciting is Elizabeth Warren, the crypto's enemy right now, the enemy of cryptocurrencies, right? She's of course been spreading a lot of FUD saying that Russia's going to evade sanctions with Bitcoin. And that has been disproven by many folks, including the folks at Ripple who did a study on it. Even the folks at the Treasury have been saying this, and even the folks at FinCEN have been saying it's not possible because guess what? It's all on the blockchain and there's not enough liquidity. So it's just asinine, but we know her agenda is to kill crypto, to stop crypto. And she's using this respective propaganda to go and try to put out a bill. And in fact, she did put out a bill today. And she tweeted out, "We can't allow Putin and his cronies to hide their wealth and evade economic sanctions using cryptocurrency. My new bill with Senator Jack Reed, Mark Warner, and Senator Tester and colleagues would close this potential avenue for evasion and ensure Russia is held accountable." This is total bullshit. Once again, we've talked a lot about it. And in fact, she was speaking today with someone from Chainalysis, which does a lot of cryptocurrency data and analytics and tracking. And they've, of course, put out studies saying, hey, it's not possible for them to evade sanctions with crypto, entirely, in a sense that, look, could they take small amounts of money and do it? Of course, but it's not going to be very easy because, once again, everything's on the blockchain. They can certainly try to do it, but large sums of money, no way they can do it. And I'm going to play a clip here because she doesn't even let the guy from Chainalysis speak. And it's clear because he pushes back with facts and she's like, scrambling, trying to just push her propaganda. Let me play the clip here.
Mr. Levin, let's consider one of Putin's cronies who already has $1 billion or so in crypto that he wants to hide from the governments that are enforcing sanctions on oligarchs. Now, can this oligarch make it harder to trace his money if he hops from one blockchain to another, if he deposits those tokens into a couple of wallets that don't require him to provide identifying information, and if he uses a mixing service that launders his money with other people's money?
Thank you, Senator. So the scenario that you describe, where an oligarch has $1 billion to be able to launder, requires significant amounts of liquidity to be able to obfuscate that amount of money through the use of cryptocurrency. In fact, many times we've been able to identify.
I'm sorry, let me just remind you what my question was again. What I'm asking is about the tools that are available. Now, he may have to break it up into multiple pieces of, who knows, $100 million at a crack. But the question I'm asking is, does hopping from one blockchain to another, does depositing tokens in a couple of wallets, don't require him to provide identifying information, and does using a mixing service all make it easier for him to hide his money?
So, Senator, the answer to that question is no, because the chain hopping that occurs, you need to actually provide the tokens, which in a transparent way that allows you to move across blockchains. We've actually got software that allows you to— So you don't think
chain hopping makes it any easier to hide your money? How about depositing tokens in wallets that don't require identifying information?
You can always split the money up into wallets that don't require—
And that would help hide the money. And how about using the—
But that doesn't remove the record of where the money actually sits.
But the question I'm asking is, does it make it harder to track the money?
No, so it doesn't make it harder to track the money,
and
because
using a mixing service, you're telling me, doesn't make it harder to launder money?
The daily liquidity value of mixing services globally is about $30 million.
So you might have to do this day by day?
And we have done extensive work in tracking large sums of money through mixers that have led to the arrests of people and the disruption of their activity.
You know, I'm actually a little surprised by your answer, since you charge a lot of money to untangle and track assets through the system, and the system keeps developing more ways to obscure that money.
She's not surprised. She knows, but she's pushing the propaganda. Once again, her and Gary Gensler, Janet Yellen, those have been the anti-crypto folks, putting up as many roadblocks as possible, trying to kill crypto. So she's just a fool at this point, and a lot of people are calling her out. And obviously, other people in the government are saying this is bullshit. Like, they can't do it. People from the Treasury, people from FinCEN. So these are the people we have to keep fighting for, or fighting against, I should say. Tweet, make content, contact your representatives, keep doing what we've been doing, guys, because you know, she's got to get out there. Now, Meltem Demers, who I've interviewed on the channel, she works with CoinShares. She said, sadly, regarding this video, we have to wait until 2024 to vote her out. But luckily, we can help Arica Rhodes beat Brad Sherman this year, so we can never have to hear about Mongoose Coin again. So I almost forgot Brad Sherman to include Elizabeth Warren, Brad Sherman, Gary Gensler, and Janet Yellen. Those folks right there, the axis of evil against crypto. So pathetic, just simply pathetic. And you notice she didn't let him answer fully, because she knows this Chainalysis, they actually study this stuff. They actually pull the data. I've looked at a lot of their reports and so forth. And of course, they charge money. That's her service. They're a company. She's like, you charge money. So she's just trying to, you know, throw all kinds of deflections back at him, which is pathetic. But we know the facts are going to come out. We know that, remember what I told you guys, Biden's crypto executive order was certainly a hit against her agenda, because Biden, of course, is a Democrat, and he put that out that all agencies should come together and work together. So she's certainly on the losing side. Now, let's move ahead here. Ripple is committing 1 billion XRP to expand XRPL grants, so XRP Ledger grants. This funding will help launch an accelerator program, a DeFi program, a diversity and inclusion fund, a sustainability program, and expanded grants judging committee. This is bullish, guys. I know some people are going to be like, oh, dude, Ripple's giving away blah, 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 billion XRP, but they're giving them away to folks to build on the XRP ledger. What have we talked about for a long time? Network adoption will drive value of the native token on the respective blockchain. Just look at Ethereum. The fact that people were building actual coins on Ethereum's network, ICOs, then you had DeFi and NFTs, the tokenization, all of these things give the Ethereum blockchain value, and also that value trickles down to the native token, which is Ether. Likewise, XRP on the XRP ledger. So this is pretty good. And look, other blockchains do this too. You could just look at Avalanche and whatever else, go down the list. They've provided grants to folks to build. Algorand is doing it too, right? This is just a normal process of boosting adoption, getting use cases, and working with these folks to start adopting the blockchain. You got to give some incentive sometimes, because there's a lot of competition, right? So this is bullish in my opinion, not in the short term, but for the long term. When we start seeing over the next couple of years these projects coming to fruition, it's going to drive a lot more transactions and adoption and network value for XRP. Now, Monica Long of Ripple, who I recently interviewed, she tweeted this respective announcement out saying, putting our money where our mouth is. As the dev community grows, so too does our long-term commitment to accelerating new apps / utility by the XRPL community. This is awesome. So Coinbase, we got a couple of news items here. Coinbase adds Solana tokens to self-custody wallet in non-EVM first. But don't try out Solana-based DeFi just yet. Coinbase wallet can't yet plug into Solana dApps. So the takeaway here is that they're adding more Solana integration and the ability to do different things. Obviously, Solana has been growing as a network. Folks are building on it, a lot of NFTs. So they're certainly a competitor to Ethereum. Now, here's, I think, some big news, but it's not really new news. It's something that took place in last year, but it has been updated. So there's a suit which has been filed against Coinbase alleging the offer and sale of unregistered securities and listing 79 different tokens, including XRP. And it says here, originally it filed on October 8th, 2021, and amended complaint filed on March 11th, 2022. So this is interesting. I don't see this as something major because companies get sued all the time. This doesn't mean anything's going to happen here. It's like the guy who sued Ripple about losing, I don't know, a couple $100 in XRP value or something. It was kind of ridiculous. So this is almost along those lines. But what it may force Coinbase to do is to push the SEC for further clarity and maybe other exchanges to come together and push for clarity. So we'll see what happens. Once again, at this point, I don't see this as anything major, and I don't think this is going to slow down Coinbase at all. Coinbase is now a publicly traded company, obviously the largest exchange in the United States, and if anything escalates from here and there's some important items or activities coming out of this, of course, I'll let you guys know. But of course, wanted to just alert you on this item. Finally, Binance CEO CZ is in Brazil. He's meeting with the mayors of Rio and other countries. And he said Rio de Janeiro on blockchain, showing a photo of him and the mayor of Rio. And then I think he met with the mayor of another city. Let's see. He tweeted it out. So here we go. Of Sao Paulo, if I'm saying that right. Looks like they're about to do something big there, guys. And this type of news makes me bullish because from a business standpoint, I understand that these folks are making the investments to expand globally. And you don't do that unless you see growth on the horizon. And once again, I've said it many times, what is the main incentive driver for folks to jump into the market? And that is they can make money. How do you make money in the crypto market? The price has to go up. So they're anticipating price going up, which will bring new users in, which leads to growth in revenue, right? You put those puzzle pieces, business 101, and this absolutely makes sense, guys. So very bullish. And obviously Binance is the world's largest crypto exchange. So everybody's going to the different countries, putting their stake in the ground, and it absolutely makes sense. That's what I would be doing if I was the CEO of an exchange. And we see FTX has been making a lot of updates as well. Just this past week, we reported on Binance getting their license in Dubai and Bahrain, FTX also getting their licenses in Dubai. Guys, these people are not concerned about the price being down right now. They're not concerned, oh my God, when the hell is alt season coming? They know it's coming. And, I've said it many times, this is how institutional money beats out retail. They have beat out retail historically. They just have the patience and understand the market cycles. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this news. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.